No, you're good. You look
Good.
fine. Everything
Okay.
looks good. We are back live coast to coast and border to border on iHeartRadio, also AMFM247.com, tune in, iTunes. And of course, you can find us each and every week over there at xbiz.tv. And you are listening to SkyhawkAfterDarkRadio.com. And we have the fantastic Dee Dee White with us today. She is absolutely amazing. She is an award nominated adult film star in the GILF category. And that, of course, means you are listening to another rousing edition of Fucking Around Porn Stars. And we have got Dee Dee White with us today. Dee Dee, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing great.
So, Dee Dee, let's talk a little bit about what you've been up to lately. You've been busy. You've been very busy, my friend.
Yes, I have. I've been auditioning new talent. That's my new challenge. I love it. And of course, still shooting for all the big companies, which I love. Actually, and then I've got another award that I'm a nominee for ASN Awards. So
Yes.
that'll be next week that we find that out.
Well, Dee Dee White is with us. She is absolutely, absolutely amazing, and she is building an incredible brand and just doing some just amazing things. And I'm so happy we've got Dee Dee White with us today here on our big program. So, fairly recently, you have been doing some summer momentum. You've been out in Vegas. You were out there in the month of June, and you have been doing all sorts of different things. Talk to us a little bit about some of your travels, my friend.
Oh my. Oh well, in Vegas, of course, there's so much talent there that I had quite a busy schedule with a lot of creators with like gangbangs and then threesomes and you know me, I love all my videos to start out with some kind of adventure with the guys, so it's a lot of fun. And then of course I had another interview out there too, which was challenging. And of course, then I've had a few other things pop up as far as the awards that is coming up in August. Well, yes, August.
Yeah, yeah. Let's talk a little bit about this. That is the first year that the ASN Awards out there in Orlando are going to be doing a GILF category, and you are in contention. Folks can get more information at asnawards.com about the voting and everything else. Talk to us a little bit about that award that you're nominated for, my friend, in the GILF category.
Actually, the best guild performer, and I was so surprised. They announced it last year when they decided to have a new category. It's always been the MILFs. But I guess enough of us older women are out there now and having a lot of categories with porn. And so now they've chosen to have a guild category. I'm hoping that it'll even spread to all the other associations out there too.
Fantastic. It is Dee Dee White. She's with us today, and you can go and vote right now. asnawards.com. There is still a little bit of time left to vote Dee Dee White as the best GILF performer. So you have shattered a lot of stereotypes about age, sexuality. How do you come about with some of these things, Dee Dee? You've done some amazing things, my friend.
Well, honestly, it's funny that everybody does recognize the age and what I look like. And I guess it sounds as if everyone is astounded by, you know, how I have, I guess, ended up this way. My story as far as my life building up to this time, it's been fantastic. Really never expected it, but it's just something I always had goals in the back of my mind, and I have accomplished them, which and I've got a lot more to accomplish too.
We have got Dee Dee White with us today. And of course, we also are joined by our co host, Giovanni Valentino from the Industry PR. Gio, I know you probably got some questions here for Dee Dee White, the amazing Go performer. Jump in there, my friend. Uh-oh. We don't have a mic, sir. He'll get that fixed. So Dee Dee, you have been doing, like I said, you have been all over the place. You have produced more than 200 videos out there. Talk to us a little bit about your staying power and your creative process and all these things.
Well, honestly, it's a combination of my beginning with being a swinger and then the adventures of my other talent name that I had for a while, and then transferring over to Dee Dee White.
Yeah.
It's been really, how do I say it? All the adventures are things that I've always thought it was exciting to experience in your life. And I'm finding out that a lot of women out there at our ages I'm not the only one. And it's from being a naughty wife and getting into trouble, things like that, and just jogging on a jogging trail and running into some handsome hunk. So I love to be creative like that. And I'm hearing from my fans a lot that
testing.
Oh, we got you. We now have Gio.
Oh my God! Okay.
So Dee Dee, one of the things I like about what you do with your stuff is you always have some sort of adventure or a storyline or a setup. Talk to us a little bit about that aspect for your content.
Well, it's actually, I plan it right maybe a couple hours before the shoot. If it depends on a sunny day or a rainy day, what I've got to work with. And then, of course, I'm always thinking about, what would I have loved to do? And of course, out jogging, that's adventurous. And then the guy actually passes me and turns around and runs into a tree trying to catch with me. And then, of course, I'm turned on. There's a lot of things. This last one I loved. We came up with the graveyard scene where hubby has passed away and I'm mourning and sitting on a bench and this guy is raking next to me and overhears me talking to my hubby, deceased hubby, that I'm horny and I have a big issue with that and wish he was there. And this guy says, "Oh, I'll help you out." And then I turn around and say, "Sorry, hon, I think I've got it tackled now. I'm out of here."
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How did you come up with that kind of scene? Because that's an interesting premise. So were you inspired by like a horror movie or something, or how did that work?
Not at all. It was just something. I thought I had to do something in this graveyard.
I had to do something in the graveyard. Oh my God.
That is amazing.
I drive by it every day. It's close to my house.
Oh my God.
And I thought, oh, this is beautiful. The nice shady trees and the flowers.
Oh my goodness, Dee Dee, that is great.
That's how I come up with it.
That is wonderful. So
and then I see some handsome burial guys working in the field there in the
Well, I mean, who hasn't passed by a graveyard and looked at the guy working it and going, "Man, that is one hot hunk."
Yes.
Tending those gravestones, that is just amazing. I just cannot, Dee Dee, I'm sorry. It's hilarious. I love how you just kind of come up with it. So do you have any, when you're writing this material and when you're going out and saying, "All right, I kind of want to cook this up," do you have assistance with the writing? Are there friends or family members that are kind of with you going, "Hey, I've got this great idea for some porn"? How does that, do you get a help or is it really 100% just Dee Dee White?
Well, it's actually, the family doesn't really see what I do. They don't go on the sites at all. If they do, they don't tell me.
And that's normal.
But
Jiggy and I have run into performers who seem to think that everybody's looking after them. But and you do. There are also performers whose family members, oddly enough, sisters especially.
I can't hear, your voice is garbling.
Yeah, we'll work on
I'll
that.
fix on that. Yeah.
So Dee Dee, talk to us about some of your latest plans that you've got coming up.
Oh, well, I'm actually planning on doing some more shoots when I go to Orlando. And other than that, I haven't filled in my schedule before we go to ADN in January. I'm hoping actually to go to Texas. I've never been there, honestly, and I've gotten so many creators that want to shoot with me in between Houston and Dallas. So I think I'm going to be going there. I'm not quite sure, probably September.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Can I be heard now, or am I still?
I've got you. I've got
Good.
you. So Dee Dee White going to Houston.
Yes.
That's your neck of the woods.
Oh.
That is my neck of the woods over here.
Oh.
So, how do you schedule these types of shoots? Is it do you have talent that gets in touch with you through? I mean, I know you launched a new website, by the way, recently. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Are you booking through there with your talent, with fellow talent?
Through my website?
Yeah.
Actually, I love when you go to X account, that's where you find the talent. That's where I go anyway, because then you can actually see what they're doing.
Okay.
You know, I look at how they're following, how many followers, how long they've been doing it. But then I'm also got another website that I've been recently going, because I've got a lot of local talent right around me and through the swingers clubs.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Well, hold on. Are you having success with that? Because I know Jiggy and myself find that to be hit or
it's a mixed bag, dude.
Yeah, is it? Are you...
Well, there's some good and bad, but
yeah,
it's it's hit or miss, and but we have fun doing it. My husband and I, we think, okay, our thoughts are there's so many guys, and that's how we started, by just seeing people with groups and how they perform and what bothers them and what they like to do. And that's how we go with it. Then, of course, there's testing. And sometimes they get shy behind that camera, and sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
So we're doing both, because I love X, because you can see what the creators are doing out there. And that's how we communicate, planning our schedules and traveling to see them and shoot.
That's awesome. That's
wonderful.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're having some success over there, because I know that just fairly recently I had a guild performer who was using some swinger sites and using various things, and oh boy, it was a mixed bag.
I was about to say that is a mixed bag.
Yeah. But I'm glad you're having success. I will have to say that one of the things that you do very well, Dee Dee, is the social media and putting all your things together and all these things. Talk to us a little bit about some of the people that are on your team that help you accomplish some of these different things.
My team is my husband and I.
Yeah.
And I do have a good PR guy, Brian Gross.
Yes.
We love him. Great guy. We love him.
He's doing a great job. Other than that, my husband, he learns quickly how to do editing and videoing and posting. And then I get opinions. Actually, I know it's surprising, but I actually get help from my daughters. They are into.
That's awesome.
They're into advertising. I've got one that's 50 years old, and she's been doing her advertising for a lot of doctors and things like this. And she does my artwork sometimes. And then I have another 24-year-old that is into the social media with Instagram and all that. So I get advice from them. that's my team.
That is
So
amazing.
a little bit of family in the mix there.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Just not writing the scripts with the graveyards and the cemeteries, but
No, that part I wing. I come up with it as I go along.
I love it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We've got Dee White with us today. She joins us here on our big program, and
Oh, looks like we lost Jiggy, I think.
Oops.
But yeah, that happens every once in a while. The whole Midwestern weather patterns with the high winds can kind of like they wreak havoc on his internet area out there in the Midwest, out in the cornfields. So when you do these tours, Dee, how do you plan them out? I know you said, hey, you were looking at Texas. When you're, as you gain the collaborative with the various content creators, do you say, okay, I've got a couple of people in Atlanta, so you say, all right, I'm going to do a big Georgia tour. How do you make that work? Like, what's your process for putting all that together?
I do work around the schedule of all the other associations, so that doesn't interrupt the creators to shoot with me.
Okay.
That's the main priority that you have to work with. And then I work around that schedule. And of course, then it's usually, I don't want to go see snow. I don't want to bundle up. So I go to the north in the summer, the spring or whatever, and then I stay down south more when in the winter areas.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. So you do like
That's
it down
awesome.
here in the dirty South. Yes, indeed.
Yes, I just, I'm a Floridian and I don't like the snow.
Nothing wrong with personal preference, Dee. And Jiggy, we lost you there in the
oh
vortex
yeah,
of the Midwest there.
it's technology.
Yeah, there. I'd see, and I think I jinxed it that time. But Dee, you launched a new website recently. Why? I don't know if you covered this. I was having a little bit of an issue before I logged in. That's why I was delayed a couple minutes. But have you talked about the new website? Can you give us a little? What are the fans? What are your fans, and what's the community of people going to expect from the new website? And to that point, let us know, a little bit more about the background of who's designed it, who helped you. But first, what can the fans expect on the new website?
Okay. Honestly, today's the first day that I announced it. It's been up running for about 3 days.
Okay.
Yes, and it was I found a company, actually through XBiz. They had a booth there.
Oh.
Called paysite.com.
Yeah, we know them. Good people.
Okay, and that's where my husband laid out the template. We worked together on it, and he started launching all of my videos there. And
great.
Right now, we're still building it as far as being able to stream there and message and do customs. And then, let's see, I think that's video on demand.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yes, so it's all, they have other features. We're still putting those other features together. I'm getting cleared right now there, but not all my videos, a lot of my videos are there now and can be purchased.
You mentioned streaming as part of the mix that's going to be, on the website, the new website you have for your fans. In terms of other streaming services, do fans find you engaging on things like StreamMate, Chatterbait, MyFreeCam, or do you use any of the online campsites?
I do. I do a lot of camming. I have to split my time between shoots and that. It's getting difficult. I've got to start getting a tight schedule set up here because Loyal Fans is my favorite one.
Absolutely. Thank them for the hat, by the way. I appreciated them getting me that. Shameless plug for Loyal Fans.
Well, I just turned off one of my sites. I don't know if I should say it, but
not bad for those who may be subscribers of that site. It's okay to talk about that. We're an honest talk show where we're here to discuss things. So yeah, let them know.
Just day before yesterday, I turned off my OnlyFans.
That is a trend we are seeing a little bit more. Just so you feel comfortable, we have been seeing that. I was in the back of my mind, I was gambling you were going to say that. I find that it's been a little bit that, in my opinion, I know OnlyFans, some of the folks who watch the show here, my biggest beef with them, Dee Dee, has always been, and this is a personal, and Jiggy knows this soapbox.
Yeah.
My thing is searchability. Like, I can't go on there and say I'm looking for a beautiful, fantastic, sexy guilt performer. Obviously, Dee Dee White should be #1 on that fucking list. But if I'm on OnlyFans, I can't plug that in. I can't plug it in. I can't search. And to me, that's like the most basic thing of any website. Is like, I need to be able to say, all right, I need to look for this type of thing. If I wanted a 6'5" or taller Amazonian woman, maybe I'm into that, which I am. But I'm just saying I can't search it on. I can on ChatterBait. I can on StreamMate. I can on all the other sites.
Yeah.
I mean, even going back old school to Clips for Sale, like I can search this, but I can't search it here. And that's on OnlyFans, I mean, and that's the biggest challenge. So I totally understand it. It is a little bit weird. Also, it's the messaging. I don't like the fact that if you say innocently to somebody, like if you were to talk to a fan and go, hey, it was great seeing you at Chicago, they'll flag the message. They'll probably ban the fan, for an innocent conversation, which is like, it immediately thinks that you're doing some sort of, I guess, prostitution or something. I don't know what the OnlyFans triggers are. I think trigger's the right word. That's what the millennials like. Trigger.
I think
So I hear you.
Yeah, my trigger was that I finally had a nice streaming, a nice strategy there.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to make money for the 3rd time in a row now. And I was like, okay. Then they started I had lingerie on in my banner, and all of a sudden, after 2 years of okaying it, they took it down.
Really?
And then it started to where, then I started rolling where, oh, you didn't tag this person, and I did. They were all
jeez.
And it was like, forget this. 3rd time in a row, we're out.
Yeah.
We're done.
Giovanni, you should tell her about the couple that got thrown off OnlyFans because they tagged.
Well, no, hold on. This is even better. The one in Arkansas is a really great couple. I won't say their name because I'm just going to be respectful of the fact that they could tell their story too. But so there is a couple, and Jiggy knows the story. They live on one side of a river. On the opposite side, there's a natural park and preserve. Now, we all know OnlyFans, for whatever fucked up reason, has decided that if you film, you can't film in a public place. Like, they're not the police, but they act like the police. So this couple, I mean, if you look at it geographically on a map, you've got this little space of a river. The forest is here. Their land is over here. Beautiful property. They have an outdoor pool, hot tub. It's overlooking. I mean, it is a gorgeous place to shoot. So they're filming, and they're filming outdoor. They film I'm talking a ton of outdoor content. Well, unfortunately, the geospacing on the satellite, sometimes the GPS in the background of the video, it's just enough. There's enough variable where the stupid OnlyFans, they're filming in a national park.
Oh.
Now, here's the thing. Their land is, they have grass and they've got trees around them. But they've got grass and a clearing to see the river, and the house is up a little bit higher. You can tell it's not a park. It's got, a little gazebo. You got the pool. You got the hot tub. You got everything there. It's not a fucking park, right? And somehow or another, they removed a ton of their stuff. And we're talking wiping out almost 80% of their content. I told Jiggy the story. They had to go down, and I shit you not, they had to get an attorney. They had to get one of those land surveying specialists to come out there, show the maps, get the digital geospatial thing, appeal to OnlyFans, and it was just taking forever. They were just like, fuck this, we're out. Because it was just like, they were like, well, it says it's a park. It's not a park. Look at the pictures. That was not a park.
Wow.
Then there was a young woman here in Houston who, she did a bulk of her starter content. She had a beautiful body. She was actually my wife's yoga instructor at one point too. She did a lot of her stuff jogging through Houston's Buffalo Bayou Park and Memorial Park and doing it super early, golden light, beautiful, just boobies bouncing. It was not sex, and granted, she didn't say specifically this is in Houston's Buffalo Bayou Park, whatever. Now you're Houstonian and you jog those trails, you know where the hell she's at, but really, not everybody. What's the likelihood? The math, it doesn't work.
Wow.
And so they apparently by the time they had instituted this no public fucky, they wiped out 90% of her initial content. Like just,
Oh,
yeah. So yeah, I hear you and I feel it. And I think it's a sad state of affairs. I don't know what they're up to over there. I don't know I don't know if they're looking to see if streaming services for churches are going to be all the rage on OnlyFans. I don't know. But they're up to something over there. And so I'm with you. I like Loyal Fans. I think they've been really great. They innovate.
There's so many different things to be able to do, a lot more on Loyal Fans. So besides that one, I have StreamMates, which I love.
StreamMate is nice. Yeah, they're good people.
Yes. So and I have my videos up on Clips for Sale, but since I've got my own website, we don't know what we're doing there yet.
Well, we always are a big believer, and I think we've shared this with Brian Gross himself, when we've said, we're always a big believer in multi-channel streaming. If you're going to have a situation where you're going to have multiple platforms, it's okay to keep the multiple platforms because there are people out there that are die-hard in one section.
On one, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. But yeah, no, I think that's great though that you have it. You're going to be doing this. So will fans be able to? So the website. I keep coming back to your new website, but is the goal then sort of like having a streaming service on the website, or you're going to be able to you're going to just be doing more of a live show without that kind of streaming chat interaction?
Well, there's an advantage because if you on Clips for Sale, they can see a lot of other creators, not just you. Unless I've got my ones that are just loyal to me and they only want to see me, then they go to my website. Okay. So it'll be nice. I can't wait. I've already had a lot of response.
That's good. That's great.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We've got Dee Dee White with us today. She is absolutely amazing, and she joins us this week here on our big program. So, Dee Dee, what was the idea behind getting your own website together? Was it something you've been wanting to do for a while, or kind of give us the behind the scenes of this whole thing?
Well, behind the scene is a kind of an upset story because when I was the other person, the other creator, I had my own website then. So it was something I had to take down.
Oh.
I had a lot going up and then I had to take down. Of course, for 6 months, it took me a while. And after getting some of my profiles up, it took me longer to get my own website again. I just decided to hold off and make sure everything was okay and running smooth before I went and challenged my own personal website again.
Okay.
We've got Dee Dee White with us today, and so what gets the most reaction on the internet to your content? What do people love the most that you do?
They like my storylines, but then they do love to watch my gangbang and my anal the most, I've noticed.
No surprise there.
I don't know. I'm wondering if it's because of my age they're surprised that I'll do that. I don't know. But I'm adventurous and I love doing all of it. Oh, and yesterday I actually did one where I decided, you know what? The two younger guys, I'm going to be, one's my stepson and he's brought home a friend to study with. And I said, well, I think it'd be good if I'm a stripper and he can, because I've already made it's another part 2 video. First, I'm seducing my stepson. And then this time he's the same guy. So now I'm seducing both of them because I'm a stripper and I had a bad day at work and I didn't get pleased at all. So you two are. That was
sounds like a majority of strippers in America, though.
And honestly, these two guys are new.
Oh.
Yes,
right.
they did very well.
That is good. That's actually really great to hear. We find that newbies tend to think that they can do this job, and then
Well,
you,
you
yeah,
take the chance. It's like,
yeah,
in fact, I didn't get a DP out of it. I wanted a DP, but they were working together, and
right. The Belgian law one, right? I mean,
well,
that's like American dream, right there.
yeah.
Apple pie, own a home, get a DP. That's all they got.
While we're in the middle of it, we decide that it's not going to be a DP, but it's going to still be anal.
I love it.
So,
That is great.
Dee Dee, something you brought up earlier, which, me and Giovanni have run into this at various expos. You mentioned going through the testing.
Yes.
What is that conversation like? Because I
Especially
know
these
on
new folks.
our end,
Yeah.
we have interesting conversations with people about the fact that they can't understand the pass certified. They don't get what is your conversations been like?
Well, those conversations with the new people, you mean? Is that
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
okay?
yeah.
We actually have a list of things that they have to meet a criteria. If you answer every one of these questions yes, then we'll move on to the next step. And it's showing your face. Have you ever been in gangbangs before? How are you a swinger? And also, have you been tested? Because these are important, and they cannot be over than 14 days. Now, some of them, they can't afford to be getting these expensive tests. I introduce them to talent testing to help them out to streamline where they can get this information and do the test. Up in my area now where I've moved to, of course, there's other affiliated labs that work with talent testing. So some of them can, and then some can't take their time off. They have a steady job. They can only get on the weekend. We work it back and forth until we know the person's the right one, and ask them all these questions first.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Sounds good.
So, Giovanni, speaking of testing, tell everybody about our sponsor for.
I would love to tell everybody about our sponsor, the fantastic folks at Better Life Science. Produce something for those of us in the adult industry called STD Hero, the Ultimate Hero. The Ultimate Hero package is the only package you'll ever possibly need in the adult testing space. It is going to go right to your house. You don't have to go around looking for lab tests now or some Quest products and waiting for some 19-year-old kid fresh out of high school who's going to poke your arm and make you look like a heroin addict. Skip that whole thing. Everything in the comfort of your home. Absolute secure chain of custody for your needs. The Ultimate Hero from STD Hero is the only package you need. Do it in the comfort of your home. On the way you need to. Hey, have a cup of tea. Have a cup of coffee. All while you do your STD Hero, Ultimate Hero from Better Life Science. It is pass certified. Your test results will be up very quickly. Comes discreetly to your house in a FedEx packaging, and you'll be able to send it back, ship it back in the FedEx packaging. The Ultimate Hero, STD Hero, is, again, the only thing adult professionals need. If you are interested as a swinger or a person who likes to play around on FetLife, and you don't need the STD Ultimate Hero package, they do have packages for swingers. This will allow you not to have to worry about the pass certified part, which is available from the STD Hero Ultimate Hero, but you'll be able to get yourself tested. Play safe, play smart. Always use Better Life Science STD Hero Ultimate Hero, whether or not you're needed for the professional, or go for the lower grade one. That the only difference is no pass certified if you're swinging. Always play safe, be safe, whether you're filming or not. It's your body. Stay safe. STD Hero Ultimate Hero from Better Life Science.
So Dee Dee, you have just accomplished a heck of a lot.
Yes.
And you've put together a heck of a resume. What are some of the things that you're most proud of?
Honestly, I think it's the idea that I'm a niche performer. I have one direction. But then I also love shooting for the bigger companies too. They've called me, and Brazzers and Team Skeet, Nookies, Naughty America, I already said Brazzers, but there's Score Group for the older women.
Yes.
I noticed that they're getting a lot more women, and I've had a lot of women actually contact me and tell me if you've been the incentive for me to move forward to do this. They're getting into it. It's really exciting. I'm surprised because I just did whatever I wanted to do at a certain age and thought I didn't think that a lot of other women wanted to do that, and it's nice to know.
You would be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is just amazing. We have got Dee Dee White with us today. She joins us live here on our big program. So if you ever had various people get a hold of you about wanting to, women that have wanted to get into this, or do you have those conversations? Because I know that various people that we work with or have been around, you get the guys constantly who want to get into it, but every once in a while you get a few females. Do you get those DMs and those texts and things?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Definitely. I get, the men too, because they want my opinion or my advice how to talk their wife into it. and then there's a lot of women out there that say, I want to do that. How did you get into it? And some have their husbands that'll help them, and some they don't. So I try and help out as much as I can, especially when they say something about, how did you get with the big companies? It's like, well, you post yourself out there and show on X or the swinger sites, and because they're always looking into those areas, just like wifey.com.
Oh, yeah.
They're always out there looking for more women.
Oh, yes.
Are in couples. So I'm looking forward to more shoots. The only shoot I haven't done with is Blackened, and that was my. I still love to shoot with them, but I don't know. Maybe I'm too old for that now.
No such thing. The GILF category is exploding. The past probably 12 to 18 months has seen a surge in activity in terms of all the metrics show that this is the hot category right now. If anything, it's a smart category to be in. That being said, I think one of the things you had mentioned, and I want to pull this thread here, was you talked about show yourself on X. Put the work out there. We've got a lot of people that we work with that do that day in, day out. But we do run, I know Jiggy and I occasionally run into the performer that doesn't want to be on X for whatever reason, or they don't find it to be of importance. What advice would you give to models out there about using social media and X?
That's a good question, because how else would they find you? Honestly.
That's all I want. That's what I was. I just want to make sure I wasn't going crazy. Jiggy and I have been accused of being crazy, so that's what I want to check. Yeah, we're that. But Dee, I bring that up because we have had models who have tried to start off from platforms like, FetLife or something like that, where they have that one interest or one thing that they're doing, and then they absolutely refuse to leverage social media. Yeah. And that is very frustrating because you can't really work with that. And they're worried, oh, well, what if my granddaughter sees it? Or what if,
Yes.
And it's like, my brain is like, look, here's a couple of things. One, people are going to find the porn they're interested in. And I told this lady, I said, if your granddaughter's really searching for GILF porn, one, be happy that your granddaughter's open-minded. Two, if she sees you, she's probably not going to say anything at Christmas dinner. So you're okay there. If she's going to talk to you one-on-one, it's probably going to be an in-person conversation.
And they're wanting to know how they can get into it.
That's exactly what they're probably wanting to know. And a lot of the ones that I have found from my history in the cam model sector has been when the daughters find out or when the granddaughters find out, they're actually proud. Because they're happy that, you know, this woman who has been a pillar in their life for a while is sexually strong.
Yeah, it's cool about it.
Yeah, and you know what? She's out there doing her thing, and that is a beacon of pride. You know, I don't think people need to be worrying about that much. I always tell people, look, and 9 times out of 10, nobody says anything because, like Jiggy and I always say, if they're looking, sometimes they feel guilty about looking at porn, so they just don't say anything anyway. So there's that.
Yeah.
Everybody, I feel, has got sexual desires in one way or another, and this is, you know, the life of the next generation. Social media cannot stop it at all.
Oh yeah.
And if anything, they're wanting to know and learn earlier than what we have.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Definitely, it's right out there. So
yeah, it is.
So, well, I want to go back to something that you talked about with the leaving OnlyFans. What did you do with the content? Do you have the content other places, or
what was your process on that?
We have all of our content in our home. We have access to it all the time. We put things in there in the vault, but I just cleaned out the vault gradually in a matter of 1 or 2 days. I just kept going back in and cleaning out whatever they had. Actually, right now, I'll still keep it up there because I do have other creators that have their profiles in there, and they need my tag in order to post their content that we have shot together.
that is actually you are doing a fabulous service, because I know a lot of girls and a lot of guys who will leave OnlyFans for whatever reason or another, and they just flat out, it's off with their heads. And so what ends up happening is people can't tag anymore, or they can't make use of the content. So you're doing the world a service, Dee Dee.
Yes,
well, I always think of the other creators that's their only profile, and they are going after them. So I don't want that door to close on them. And so I just keep my profile up. I'll have just a couple things on the first screen of different photos of me. And then my tag is still active, and I'm not doing anything wrong for them to take it down. So it shouldn't be a problem for them.
That is awesome.
Good on you.
Awesome. Yeah, good on you.
Good on you.
There are a lot of people that would not have that attitude. So that is fantastic. So Dee Dee, what are some of the plans that you have coming up this fall and into the winter months that you can tell us about?
The winter months are going to be more. January will be preparing for Vegas for AMA. But before that, let's see here. It'll still be nice weather up to Exotica in October. Edison, New Jersey. I didn't go to the one they just recently had.
I don't think anybody did.
I don't think anybody did.
I won't pass up Edison, New Jersey. And of course, I'll be looking for more shoots there. And then we have family members, so we'll probably be visiting them too at the same time. Before that, September, that's when I'm going to be going to Houston.
Okay, well, we'll look forward to seeing you here in town, and I'll be happy to tag along as your social media guru while you're here and get your stuff up and posted. Dee Dee White, I was kind of curious. I know Jiggy, and I apologize, I got in a little late today. But one thing I was curious about, I don't know if we covered it before I was able to jump on. When you made the jump to say, hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going to work on this porn here. And obviously your husband, was this like just a spring idea? Did you have what was your light bulb moment? And then what was the reaction of the people around you?
Oh, I shocked him.
You shocked him.
I shocked him. He was, I wasn't 65 yet. I was in accounting. We have our own manufacturing company that the girls took over now. And
Okay.
it's something where sitting behind that desk for so many years, working out and taking care of myself and not being out there with people. I always wanted to be around people and I knew that there was a lot more to life than just sitting behind a desk.
Yeah, I was about to say accounting is not the department for the people. Yes.
So I told him, I said, you know what, 65, I want to get into porn. You know, we were out there, he was already doing some kind of short videos with SDC.com, and we were having fun. And I said, you know, I think we really should move on to where I'm in porn. And he loved the idea. He was excited about it. So I said, okay.
Really should move on.
Let's do it.
I'm in accounting, but I need to do porn. It's just, yeah.
Well, before I retired from accounting, though, I did do stripping for 6 months. That was a lot of fun. I told him that's where it started, where I started getting to stripping before that. In the evening, I wanted.
So you would be reconciling the credits and the debits in the morning, and then the stripping at night.
Exactly.
That is quite the career shift. I won't lie. That I got a friend of mine, Ruby, that she would be very upset with you for going from accounting to then being a content creator, because she's one of these people who doesn't like content creators coming out of nowhere. But I don't know why that is. I think she thinks everybody's born a porn star. But hey, you're one of the people that can show us that it doesn't matter where you came from career-wise. Porn is always on the horizon. I love that. I love that you did it during the day and then you went to strip it. I don't know why that amuses me so, but it touches my heart. I love it.
Thanks.
So how did you end up with the stripping? Did you just go find a club?
Yeah, how did that work?
Take us through this.
Yeah, what was that process like?
Oh, well, we had a couple of places when we'd go out in the evening and go to our swinger site, our swinger clubs. We would actually go to the strip joint first, hang out, watch the girls, get to know them, and then I was approached then about joining. They would hire me, and so I thought about that. But then we were doing the swinging at the same time, so it was like always in the back of my mind that, well, maybe I can do that. That would be fun too. So other than that, it was get into it. Then, of course, at 65, I went and moved into the porn industry. Because I know manufacturing and what we're doing, we were going to hand over to the girls, and I was going to have some retirement. I thought, retirement. I don't think I could do that. So I went to the porn industry.
Wow. Just amazing.
Yeah, I love how you just approached them. That's just, oh my God, that's awesome.
Well,
for that one. I mean, I think that's great, Dee Dee. Way to go. Way to own your own storyline. Way to say, I want to try this out of pure curiosity. But before Jiggy jumps back on, did you have because that's a very athletic process. Being a stripper, a lot of people don't realize how hard that is. And I know you work out a lot, but did you have like any kind of, formal dance or ballet training in your background by any chance?
Modeling. That was
okay. So you did modeling.
Oh yes.
So you had an eyeball for how to present on stage.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just kind of curious about the dancing portion, because I was like, okay, how did she move from?
Oh.
Because you're going from accounting to stripping. It's like there's no skill sets, particularly in accounting, that would prep you for that.
Well,
so I was wondering, like, did you have dance training and all that?
Well, as far as dancing, I was always I have an ear for good beats. My husband and I, when we were bringing up children, we would do disco dancing and compete. So I had also have a great dancing ability. And of course, with modeling and staying in shape and physical, I've always been physical. So it's something that just came natural to me.
Okay, yeah, because I was kind of curious because I was sitting there thinking about it's like working out is one thing, but for those of us that have either dated strippers, myself included, I know that that's a hard fucking thing to do. Like that, it does not. Some people are so stupid they don't realize how difficult it is.
Well, I didn't climb any poles or anything like that.
Not on day one, right?
Honestly, the stripper, my era stripping wasn't climbing poles. It was being seductive and sexy, dancing, moving around the pole, things like that.
Okay.
As far as climbing poles and doing acrobatics, I'm not that type.
That wasn't your forte.
That was the next generation does that, but I'm on the older generation where it was more sexy, sensual, those type of things.
Makes sense. No, that's a good thing. No, that's great though. That's wonderful that you're able to pull all that together. Again, I applaud you for and talk about a night job.
Yeah.
No, I had to reconcile all those invoices. At $30,000 accounts payable, but tonight I'm on stage. So, Dee Dee, what was Dee Dee White your stage name then too, or did you have different stage names, or what was that? Well, how did that work out?
I didn't quite understand what you said there.
Stage
your
name.
stripper name.
Stage name. Yeah, your stripper name.
Oh, my stripper name?
Yeah.
Oh, Barbie Brown.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
I had ponytail, blonde ponytail.
Okay.
And I used to wear my hair back. And then of course Barbie Brown, because I loved brown.
That is amazing. That is amazing.
Love it.
So as we wrap up here, let's start with Dee Dee White. Dee Dee, how can people find you online and get involved with some of your different things that you're doing, my friend?
Well, I'm going to my main link where they can find all of my store that I sell my clothing that I've worn in my shoots are all on allmylinks.com/Dee Dee White 263.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and everything is there.
All the things, including
all of my store, my streaming, my website, all of it.
That is awesome. That is fantastic. Well, you have been amazing. This has been a fantastic conversation. Before we let everybody go,
the accountant and during the day thing is still.
I love the accountant.
I love that fucking shit.
That is fantastic, Dee Dee.
I still have to do that accounting.
Yes.
They're always relying on me.
So are you a QuickBooks kind of gal? No,
Well, we appreciate everybody for joining us this week here on our big program. And you can find us on xbiz.tv, jiggyjaguar.net.
Yes.
And we really appreciate you, Dee Dee. Thanks for making some time for us today.
You're invited.